Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 2 of the Star Ladder I-League Invitational Season 3 lower bracket matchup between EHOME and CDEC. CDEC with a great comeback at Game 1 is up 1-0 right now. I am Luminous, I'm joined by Tsunami. And we got ourselves a game. So, I gotta say, I really like the combination of Batrider and Silencer. Except for two problems. Problem number one, newbie's initiation has been, I want to say, not very good in the last game. I've seen them play the Batrider yesterday as well, and it didn't look good there as well. Second, Schwan has brain lag when it comes to global silence. He used it about 5 times yesterday. None of it was good. And they ran this exact dual combination of Batrider and Silencer. So I hope they have looked over the tapes and recover from the mistakes that they made, because holy hell, it was the worst Silencer Batrider combo I've ever seen in my life yesterday.
This must have been the game that
you were not there. Yeah.
Didn't catch. Oh, okay.
And
then this would have stayed in my mind. So
they promptly got 0-2 after that. So, but we got a Broodmother versus a Viper. That is some cancerous shit in the mid lane, yo.
Oh, you're already on board with the mid brood idea?
Where else will you put him? I mean, there's a Batrider already, right? So offlane is not a thing anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, that's not a great match for brood. Mainly because corrosive skin immediately breaks all the free pathing on your spiders and yourself, and so they don't get to like seamlessly stack up on a target, which is a big portion of Broodmother's damage, is the fact that all the spiders have maximum phasing capability, so they're not all like one by one single filing, munching on a target. At least they are physical damage. In Viper, the corrosive skin is mainly used for spell resistance, but it's a interesting combination. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that mid lane matchup before, but yeah, I'm thinking that Viper doesn't really do too bad.
I think it more or less comes down to how the Broodmother player plays it, because what Matumba Man did at TI was that whenever the mid lane was not killable, let's say he was up against a Bristleback or something like that, instead of focusing to gank and try to kill that Viper, he would just farm all over the jungle. And I think that's a plan that Broodmother could go for this game.
Yeah, I can see that. No one else is going to need the jungle, really. Batrider is going to be just fine using the enemy hard camp and his own secondary jungle. Silencer, Nightstalker, and Mirana, they have their own thing going. Mirana's going to be farming pretty safely. She doesn't have really any setup for her arrow this game aside from the lasso, but it's going to be a relatively easy lane for her against a Tidehunter, I imagine. And then I don't really know about the about the Nightstalker 5th pick though. It's great to have a silence on top of a global silence, or with yeah, it's great to have a silence on top of a global silence, especially against a hero like Weaver. But I don't really think he has much to do in terms of roaming this game, because Weavers should be well protected with AA and Shaker, and the Tidehunter can't be ganked, and the Viper can't really be ganked either.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that point. I think the best thing that he could do in a game site like this is to keep track of where the Shaker is going. Make sure that he is not, backstabbing in certain lanes. But looks like he did, or he will give away his first ward, as he did walk down this path, and by the process of elimination, EHOME should find out where the Moor is at.
Yeah, but they don't have any sentries on them. Oh wait, no, Tide has a sentry. So he'll probably claim that.
Give it to Viper so you could get that 100 extra G, dude.
Nah, Faith Beyond needs his Iron Talon.
Nah. Actually, it's really good regen, right? Oh, dude, he doesn't even have any. He has one sheer tango. So
that's what he knew that he would get the ward, so he's gonna eat that and he's gonna go ham on the land.
Alright. Wait, Faith Beyond is going mid. That's why he doesn't have any tangos. So this is the play. This is the quote-unquote counter to the Broodmother.
Yeah. So I thought about it, but then Faith Beyond picked the Tidehunter, and I was just like, well, I guess they're not going to send Tide mid. But yeah, if this is the play, Faith Beyond mid, Broodmother definitely does not have a good time against Tidehunter. That is certifiably true.
Well, here's the thing. I think the way that the Chinese teams are responding to Broodmother mid is incorrect. it's not enough to just survive against the Broodmother. You have to make sure that you're controlling Broodmother's farm as well. Yeah, sure, Broodmother's not gonna kill you, but she's gonna farm the lane, she's gonna farm this camp, and she's gonna farm this camp. And there's nothing that a Titan can do about it.
That's why you pick a Broodmother, though. You pick a Broodmother because you want the enemy team to have to focus you a lot. You're there to, like, vacuum up a bunch of resources from EHOME, because then your Mirana is getting a completely free lane. Your Silencer is able to farm up the jungle easily.
Yeah.
So I am usually more often not a fan of taking the minimal amount of effort to make sure that Broodmother just does not run over every single tower, but she also is not like getting crazy amounts of kills because you're like committing a tri-lane against her that's under-leveled and stuff like that.
So I guess what you're saying is, look, she's
bopped right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, are you here?
Is she not? What?
Is she disconnected?
Dude, I told you. I swear, these qualifiers are like being played on like Luxembourg servers or something.
I mean,
that was like brain lag 2000.
We saw Shade dodging. I mean, well, here you go, Fake BM with a counter pick. Well done. You know, great stuff.
Well, it's not Shade. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They mixed it all up. Faith Beyond in the mid lane. This off lane in the mid lane, whose name I have no idea.
Man, this takes me back to TI2. TI2, China did used to play mid TIE Hunter, and you would also go Botto, and then you just go like, you go Gush at like 4 and 5, at least back in the day, so you just like spam Gush for days. But I guess not in this case. Gush is not going to be too useful against Broodmother.
Dude, Brood didn't even buy a sentry after coming back. Like, obviously you just died to a sentry. But now they're just switching lanes.
They're switching the lane, dude. That's not the Brood way.
This is not the Brood way.
Right.
You want the enemy to have to switch lanes for you.
Alright, we're going to game 3, boys.
And this isn't even a great match. Tidehunter doesn't care about Batrider.
So, you know the logic that you brought up earlier about by picking up the Brood, you put so much focus on the mid lane. Oh, Fabian's taking a crap ton of damage. Should be fine here, I think. Juking, he's got the bottle. Good stuff. Fissure is gonna be there, but I don't think they could commit for the kill.
No, he's gonna get out.
By the way that EHOME laned it, Viper is gonna be absolutely fine against Mirana. And before the lane swap, the Weaver versus the Batrider was also an advantage lane matchup. Looks like Weaver is gonna do the musical lane thing, follows the Batrider, and Tidehunter is gonna port bottom.
Ports bottom with very little regen though. And I mean, even though it's not a great match, wow, man, this Broodmother is scared. Go, yeah, Anchor Smash is used now. Yeah, spiders galore, and they're all getting blocked. So never mind, it's too late. You've missed your window to deal with. Yeah,
reporting.
He's TPing out.
All right, let's see if we're gonna do the whole lane switching thing.
Yeah, well, she has one more web that she can cast right now, and she needs it because she's getting zoned by a Weaver right now.
I mean, doesn't have Stout Shield, right?
Top lane. His cold feet. Nice fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Weaver needs poor man's if he's gonna stay in this lane. But in fact, it may not even be necessary anymore because man, Broodmother is falling very behind, and they still have this Radiant Sentry ward. It never got dealt with.
Let's just say this is not a Matama Man Brood.
No, it's not.
Oh, Fissure, that's gonna hit on 2. Shade, gonna go down here. First blood, or actually rather second blood, going to the Radiant. Nice answer back here by Sang Sang, getting the 1 kill. This is a mana for the second one. HYM though, already on the case, steals one rune, and his ally picks up the other. Good stuff. I mean, this game is over, right? Like,
yeah, well, it's not over.
Am I like you don't pick a Brood to lose a lane? This hero needs to have a good lane to start with. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Brain lag.
Oh my god. Are
Brain
you
lag?
kidding me, right?
Cool. All right.
And maybe I'm being too harsh.
The game is over, dude.
I don't know. This is EHOME we're talking about. Did we not just watch the previous
that is
game?
true. But right now they're farming 3 core. Like this TIE Hunter is gonna get farmed, dude.
Were they not winning all 3 lanes in the previous game?
Alright, fine. That is also the case. I mean, but this time they got the Swan Silencer, which is like perhaps even worse than this Brood.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just going by your hearsay. I mean, so far he doesn't have any oh, no, he does have a +2. He has a +2. It's all good.
Alright.
Dude, I can't believe this Broodmother is so scared. No Broodmother should get zoned out by a Weaver like this.
Top lane, old chicken. Gonna get slowed down. They have another slow. One more? Oh, he flew!
Oh, he doesn't have the mana!
No!
He used his mana to fly!
No! Alright, this game is over, right? Like, this is like the most 3-2-2 thing I've ever seen.
It's not a good
Broodmother
look.
just magically lags out on the mid lane.
Twice.
You magically fly and doesn't have mana. This has gotta be a 3-2-2, right?
Have there been any documented cases of Chinese 3-2-2s?
Not in official games, but like playing for money is definitely a thing in China.
Oh, okay.
Like for a lot of the tier 2 and tier 3 players.
Right.
There you go. HYM.
Recovery kill?
Yeah.
Poor Mirana, though.
HYM's
She is
been
not farming very well.
HYM's been playing really well both of these games. Remember early on he was just all over the place getting kills for his team in the first game.
Sang.
Oh, enchant
Oh,
totem.
what a stun!
But he flew. He got it right this time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But what a max worth shower. Oh, and Broodmother didn't even finish the big creep. She comes back and she's like, I'm here to finish the big. Oh, it's already dead.
It's fine, it's fine. Do they even have dust for this Broodmother? No, they don't.
Do they even need dust? She's just gonna get herself killed anyway.
No respect
now she
for
puts up the sentry ward after it timed out.
Oh, you gotta make sure there's no more sentry, right? So, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, well, and I guess it's for Weaver, so it serves two purposes. I can't believe he's playing so scared. Top line. Sang has 15 seconds of night left. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Well, Viper, when he has sticky napalm, looks really weird.
Just like a really bad color job.
Yeah, he's like iridescent. Oh, he sees Sang. Oh my god, it turns to day, he can't fly anymore!
Oh no. Sang, gonna be going down here. But here comes Newbie. There's a lasso. That's gonna be an AA kill. +2. Alright, Schwan up in this business. Newbie walking away. Arrow's gonna miss. Tie Hunter's in the fight. No Ravage
Wait,
though.
when did he use Ravage?
He used one a bottom to get a kill on the Bat Rider.
Oh, right.
And now he's just tanking all of this tower, dude. No problem.
Boss.
He
has a hood.
Yeah, dude. Look at him go. He can mango and gush him.
Could.
But ooh. Okay.
I can't believe a Weaver is beating a
Yo,
Broodmother to
dust
the kill
already
of the
popped.
tower.
CTY going for this kill. He needs a little bit more, but the spiders zone him out. Meanwhile, looks like
wow.
Shade finds a solo.
Mirana.
Okay. Looks like he didn't even hit an arrow. Arrow wasn't even cooldown. Just
Yeah, what the heck is going on in this game?
Lep Starstorm, I guess.
I told you, anything's possible with EHOME. So, let's ask ourselves, like, those questions that we're supposed to ask ourselves, like, what's the first objective for each team, and when do things start happening? What are item timings? Now, Weaver has a freaking 9-minute defusal, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, CDEC's first objective is, after this game, they call their internet service provider. And check if, you know, shit is going down. For realsy, for realsy is, they need to make sure they get this blink. This blink is really delayed on the Bat Rider. Normally you get it by 11 minutes. He is not gonna have it in 1 minute. And also, this Mirana needs to play catch up. And also, they need Schwan to get level 6, because they still have a very strong teamfight combination of Blink, Lasso, Bat Ult, and then Global comes out. And then there's really nothing much that EHOME could do about that. So it should be a free pick every single time for CDEC to start off the fight. And then you take a 5-5 before. Until the BKB comes out.
BKB, and I'm actually kind of surprised that Faith Beyond went for a hood first, because I thought like an early Lotus Orb could have some serious value.
Or
on
just
Tidehunter.
Greaves.
Or Greaves, yeah, exactly. Because he is a great answer to this combination of CDEC, which is the Global Silence.
Right.
And then AA goes down.
Oops, sorry for missing that one.
That one was an arrow.
Alright, Shade is definitely... Remember when I said this team is Shade +4, right? Like
You did?
He solo carried last game, and he's starting the game in a very difficult lane against Old Chicken, and is still doing work. Oh god, Schwan. Alright, he's cool.
No, he's out. Faith Beyond. Not taking any damage from Firefly. And AA is so close to level 6. So close. One more creep. Get that siege creep. No. Gotta get the siege creep.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
Alright, at least Brewmother's farming some. But, Desolator first item. Whenever
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, whenever I
Go
see Matumba Men play Brewmother, he goes very aggressive items. Leaves very little for the defensive, and oh, there you go. There's gonna be a kill. No! The Ice Blast just kills all the spider with the Sakuchi, and that's gonna be one kill. Diffusal Blade coming in handy here. Gush coming through. Are they gonna Ravage for this kill? Arrow's gonna hit on the Tidehunter, but Tide does not care. 2 kills for CTY and the friends, and maybe a little bit more.
She has lead. Oh.
Yo, slam. Ooh, CTY pussied out, but he's chasing it. That bug doing a little bit of work here against Shade. Sakuchi.
Oh man, he's going.
Get that purge off.
Going.
Got him.
Leap.
There you go.
GG. I mean, not GG, but like, that sucks.
That sucks. Alright. Step number 1 is the blink on Batrider, so... I don't think they could actually make
the
a
Ravage
move.
bot lane.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, CDC can't make any moves until they have the blink bat. And it looks like they won't have it for a while, dude.
They can kind of make moves now that Ravage is down, and they have global, so you have some potential.
I really like the fact that Weaver went for this super aggressive build first, and then he's going back for the Lincolns.
Yeah,
He's
I like the
actually-
build, but I'm still never a fan of bootless Weaver, especially this game when you're dealing with a global silence. Like,
Well, there hasn't been
you
one
can't
yet.
bank on Shikuchi every time. Yeah, there hasn't, but at some point there's going to be one. There's now a wraparound. Name of the game.
Okay.
There's no Ravage.
Yeah.
Faith Beyond's looking around like he has a Ravage, but he does not have a Ravage.
Okay, there's that global. Okay.
Faith Beyond's still acting like he has Ravage.
I mean, he's in there. Uh-oh.
Oh, Weaver, what have you done?
Yep. Pretty sure that because
Faith
I was,
Beyond's still acting like he has Ravage.
I mean, what he's gonna do, run away? Like, he's not gonna die from this, so... Okay, he might actually. Nope, he's not gonna die. Dude, he is so tanky with Max Kraken in the hood, dude.
He is pretty tanky.
Yeah.
But shout out to +10 on the silencer.
Okay.
Let's go. Schwan back in the game.
Alright.
Broodmother getting some time to push the mid lane. EHOME. 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 What have you done?
I don't know, actually. You know, I called this game to be over like 5 minutes ago.
I
But
know you did.
the power of EHOME. Never doubt.
Never doubt. The one and only, as I believe they call themselves.
I mean, the EHOME tag used to mean something back in the days.
It does, every now and again.
Yeah.
And if they win this, then maybe it will still mean something. But right now, they are down and they are spending Ravages on a Broodmother with no farm whatsoever. It does beg a few questions.
I still think it's okay to spend Ravages early on for kills. Especially because he's been using it fairly consistently, but not having Ravage in that fight really hurt. Sang Sang! Getting the ping pong. Oh, he goes down.
It's a scrappy game, that's for sure.
Man, scrappy game. Broodmother loves scrappy game, right? That's where you just suddenly you look over. Broodmother's, oh, I'm a Euraxis.
That's true. But as these cooldown dependent spells become more and more relevant, you have to keep in mind that yes, Ravage was down that fight. And actually Global Silence is back up now, so EHOME did not take advantage of Global being down at all.
Yeah, they don't really
because
have
now they're all gearing up 5 mid, I mean bot, but they have Global to deal with.
Like, if HYM had a Blink Dagger or something, you could be sure that EHOME would have, like, aggressively smoked. But they don't really have the heroes to take advantage of it right now. Newbie.
Well, Faith Beyond does have
right side blinking in. They want him, and looks like they are going to get him before the Ravage comes out. Yes, they are. Ravage is available, but he's stunned up right now. Echo Slam's available as well. Time lapse.
Oh,
CT wipe just in time. They get the Bat Rider. They get the Mirana. And mid lane, are they going to TP back to protect this building? Yes, sir, they are. Weaver porting in. He's like, can anybody TP mid here? I am looping around. I'm looping around with dust. Anybody. Okay, so one person ports in. He pops out the dust. And that's how you gank your Broodmother.
He could just TP out.
No, I think he
may have
died
died regardless.
Yeah.
But, well, I don't know if he would have died. If he started TPing as soon as the dust came out, I think he would have gotten out okay. But I guess you don't know where the Shaker is, so whatever.
Right.
But he does some damage on the tier 2, and yeah, he does go down though.
By the way that CTY came in for that gank is just textbook of what you should do against aggressive mid lane pusher, right? You port to a different tower.
It's also textbook that it's okay as a core to buy your own dust.
Yes.
It will often get you kills.
It pays for itself. All right.
It really does.
Newbie's gonna port out.
He knows the drill.
All right. Cool.
So in that previous fight, in the bot tier 2 engagement, Sang Sang had darkness, but he did not use it. And so I think the only reason that Weaver was able to survive that time lapse is because it was a daytime duration crippling fear as opposed to a nighttime duration crippling fear.
I guess he didn't do the Chinese calculus, dude.
I guess not.
NA math.
It may have been at 16 minutes on the dot, so maybe he just was not checking his clock.
Yeah. The other big thing is that I don't think they expected the TIE Hunter to have a Blink Dagger. It's not like he blinked in and Ravaged, but he closed the distance so quickly on the Silencer that he was shook, you know? Like, no global was cast, they just ran him down. And the team fight pretty much was over from that point on.
Yeah, he was trying to cast the global, but he died mid-animation. This Silencer has barely any farm. In fact, he's like nearly the same net worth as an Ancient Apparition.
Plus 10 though.
Plus 10, that counts a lot. That's a 20 damage passive that you have right now, if you finally ever level up Glaives.
Doesn't help when you're getting gushed and fissured.
No, I guess not. I'm actually surprised that he has no points in Glaives. Did he not have an opportunity to orb harass at any point?
Not against Viper, right? You try to orb harass, he's like, okay, let's see who has the better.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna curse him? You're gonna curse a Viper?
He's been cursing the Viper, no joke, which,
well, that's questionable.
Yeah.
Well,
But
the ants go marching one by one down to this bot lane.
I mean, we talk about this Viper. Viper is not doing well, right? Look at his farm. Yeah, and he's gone for drums, which is not exactly the most scaling of items.
If you want to push, it's nice, but they've already taken almost every outer tower aside from these last 2 outer towers. But yeah, oftentimes you wish that you get the Dragonlance. What?
Okay, that was a cool guy doesn't look at explosion. You know, he knew the bug was gonna kill him, so he just didn't attack him for 3 seconds. Yeah.
I got you.
Tower's gonna get denied. Schwann's hanging out.
Oh, Bat Rider wants to lasso.
Alright, got the Viper. Global's gonna come out. Hey, they got the combo right. Oh, the arrow even hits a tie.
What a prediction.
But the Echo Slime comes in. The Ravage is gonna be there as well. They're gonna get everybody. Triple kill on Faith Beyond. He's like, man, when's the last time I got a triple kill? Oh wait, it was Wings. And then it was all downhill from there.
That was a sick, nasty arrow prediction, I gotta say.
I think you went for the
unfortunately,
Viper.
Earthshaker also has a... You thought what?
I think the arrow went for the Viper, and then Faith Beyond just blinked in for that.
That would be embarrassing if that were the case. I don't... Well...
I mean, that makes sense, right? GG.
It was... Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, I wasn't wrong when I said the game was over in 5 minutes, right? Like.
Yes, but at the same time, it was EHOME at times. I said I couldn't blame a hero in game 1. I think I can blame a hero in game 2. I don't know what that Broodmother was up to. Yes, she did have the highest XPM at the end of the game, but, you know, that's just a Broodmother thing. A Broodmother thing is also not going 0-6.
Yeah. I wonder if he's... You know, it's one of those things like, oh, we've seen that other teams play Broodmother, let's try it out, but... Well, it definitely did not work out here, as EHOME very well prepared for that. And my man, Faith BN, man, taking the mid position 6-0-7. I know he had the advantage matchup, but he really played well, so good stuff. You don't ever see really flashy tie games, but that was one of them. Anywho, we are done with game 2. The two teams are tied 1 games apiece.
First 3-game series.
Yeah, get some hype here. Game 3 coming up next, guys. See you in a bit.